Hi guys, Bones here. I was just having some thoughts on my drive into work this morning and thinking about how everybody that I listen to on these podcasts talk about there'll be twists and turns. I think City will drop a point. I think Arsenal, they try to create this illusion that they think there's a title race when they think there is no Premier League title race because everybody except maybe Gary Neville. I don't know if he's doing it sarcastically or, or he's trying to do, how sometimes you pick one team, but when they don't follow through, then you can really go deep in and like go hard on them. But I just listened, even some of the most reasonable, smartest reporters of football or journalists of football from The Athletic, they all want to have the ability to say a team like Arsenal bottles if they don't win. But every single prediction they make throughout the season is Manchester City will ultimately win the league. And I'm not saying they're wrong with that prediction. I just think if you think City will win the league, is there a race then? Like what are we talking about here? And again, I'm not saying they shouldn't say that City will win the league. But then they continue just for the sake of creating content maybe, or to try and, I don't know actually what they're trying to do. It's just befuddling to me that it's a foregone conclusion for so many of these folks. The smartest thinkers that I know talk about football, that I listen to. Arsenal bottled last year in a league title that we're not expected to be even in, a league title challenge, right? They were not expected to be in the title challenge last year. But we've been hearing throughout the year, bottling, including Liverpool people saying all of this. And now Liverpool, which I don't think they're out of the title challenge, by the way. I know they lost the game at Everton. It was funny. I enjoyed it. But they're not out of the title race. It's 3 points. Otherwise, what are we doing here? Like, we might as well pack and say, okay, City, you crown champions, you have the title. I just don't think there's any sense in all of this flip-flopping about your positions. There'll be twists and there'll be turns, but City will win the league. Then that's not a twist then. If we know the end, that's not a twist, in my opinion. It's just maybe City, I guess, look, they're good. They're historically good. But until it's done, it's not done. Liverpool are in this race, just like Arsenal are in this race. And Manchester City may, eventually become the champion again because they're the best team of the lot over the last 6-7 years. But I just don't like the whole pretending from some of these journalists that like they think there's a race when they don't think there's a race. And this is why I've been leaning more and more towards listening to fan media channels or like fan conversations. Even though we get crazy, at least we're not professionals at this. And so yes, our tribalism is understandable and like bantering one another, and it's a lot more. And sometimes it gets a little crazy and abusive, and that part of it I don't like. But this is why I listen to fan-led conversations, because the people who are supposed to not do what I just listened to, they're doing it. They pretend. But they don't even know, some of them, the clubs that they're talking about as well as the fans do. And this is why I listen to fans. Because, we're full of crap sometimes too, but at least we are not professional journalists and, like with all of this, like, media machine behind us. We're just people who are invested in our football clubs and who are following the sport. Some of us played and coached and done other things, but like It's just better for me anyway. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I'm just flabbergasted. Everybody, City, City, City. And look, they might win. I say this one last time. They might actually end up winning the whole thing. And they are the favorite. But let's not, those of us who are pretending, let's stop pretending. You don't believe in Arsenal. You don't believe in Liverpool. Fine. Just say that. Don't say there's a race. Just say, guys, we're going to make this 40-minute podcast into a 5-minute one because there's nothing to talk about here. Manchester City will win the league. But they drag it on and on and on and on and on and on because they have to put out podcasts. BS. That's it. I just wanted to say that. City might win the league still. They are the favorites to do it. They have the most experience. They have the most money. They have, the best coach. They have everything. But if you don't believe there's a race, stop talking as if you think there is a race. That's it.